Hi everybody, and welcome to your quick core workout. My name is Shannon and I'll be your instructor for today. I want you to consider your core as 360 degrees around, which is what we're going to focus on, but I also want you to consider that you have 6 sides to your core: a front, a back, right, left, and a top and a bottom as well. So we want to brace and compress that cube in our core throughout the entire class today. Now, a few things you're going to need. I have one set of medium to light dumbbells, and then I have a single bell that's a little bit heavier for some single bell work, a mat, some water, and a nice clear, safe space to work in. I hope you enjoy. All right, everybody, before we get started with our core circuits today, we're going to warm up a little bit. We just want to get a little heat working through the body so that we're ready to move. So right where you are, just start with an easy walk. Yes, just walk it out nice and easy. Let those arms do whatever they do naturally. You do not have to keep up with my pace at all if you don't want to. Good, let's take that walk out a little wider right here. Yes, you got it. All right, we're gonna tap it side and wide, and just let those arms swing out nice and easy. Good job. Keep it there. We're already starting to think about compressing through our rib cage. Nice and strong. All right, reach one arm overhead. Yes, all the way up. Getting a nice long stretch through that side body as well. Reach. Good. Just a few more. Nice and wide. All right, here we go. We're going to put our fingertips on our shoulders, and we're going to start a little rotation. Yeah. So I'm really getting that rib cage moving and a little mobility through there for the core work we have ahead. Good. Keep it going just a little bit more. Face the front and just kick that heel to your rear. Yes, right there. Pull those elbows back behind you. Good job. Take the elbows up a little higher. You got it. Keep it right here. Now knees side and wide. Pull them up from the sky. Yes, you got it. Good. All right, bring those knees right to the front. You got it. Good, big movements. Get that body nice and warm. 4, 3, 2, and let's find your comfortable squat position. Take it down nice and slow. We're going down, 2, and up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Good. 2 more. Excellent job. 1 more. Down. Now we're going to go down a little faster and add a calf raise. Singles down and up. Yes. Just picking up that tempo a little bit. You got it. All right, this time hold it down at the bottom. Do a little pulse. You got it. Nice and easy. Good work. Core is strong. Hands on those thighs. Walk them out wide. Drive those hips side to side. Good. Keep going. Really lengthening through that inner thigh. All right, now tap it in nice and easy. Just little taps. Good. And box or shuffle. Just a little pedal right where you are. Okay, just to keep a little heat going through that body, we're going to do 10 of your best jacks. High or low impact. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job. I hope you're feeling pretty warm. I know I am. I'm already a little breathless. Grab some water if you need it. Join me on the floor with your 2 light dumbbells. All right, friends, we're gonna get started with our first circuit. We're gonna have 3 core exercises, 30 seconds each exercise, and we're gonna go through that 2 times. The first one is gonna be a roll up with an overhead shoulder press. So I have my 2 medium to light dumbbells wrapped at my shoulders. I'm gonna roll all the way down, roll all the way up, and press those bells up overhead. Roll it down, roll it up, press those bells overhead. And we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. If your shoulders aren't real happy with that move, you can try 2 things. Parallel with the bell and pushing 1 bell with 2 arms, or or just keep the bell held into your shoulders and you don't have to push overhead. All right, friends, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. On your mark, get set and go. All the way down, all the way up, and big press overhead. We want to articulate through our spine as we're rolling down. I'm curving my spine, and then I'm lengthening it out the top. Good job. All the way up, all the way down. Breathe it out. You don't want to ever hold your breath while you're exercising. Woo! Starting to get pretty warm, and I'm feeling that core engage and recover. Nice job. All right, now I'm going to take my single bell, and this bell's a little bit heavier, and I'm going to do a trunk rotation. So I'm going to keep my feet on the floor today, but you are welcome to cross them and lift them up if you would like to. I'm going to keep mine down. Grab your single bell, a little heavier, lean back just a little bit, and we're going to start rotating. Rotating from side to side. Trunk rotations, join me when you're ready. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Now we're getting into those side oblique muscles of our core. Yes. So we're warming up all the way around that belly, through the sides, and to the back as well. This is our second exercise in this circuit. Nice job. Just a little bit more. And recover. Excellent work. Now we're going to go into a plank for 30 seconds. Your plank can be a hover plank on the elbows, or you can take a high plank. So I can be in a high plank here, hands directly underneath my shoulders and legs back. This is an option. If you prefer a hover plank, which I like because it saves my wrist, and if you would like to at any time set those knees down in that plank position, that's okay too. I'm going to set a goal for 30 seconds, but you're going to do the very best you can, and we'll work up to that 30 seconds, all right? On your mark, get set, and go. I like the hover plank best. You want to make sure you're in a nice long line from your shoulders, rib cage, hips, knees, and ankles. I also like to keep my forearms, if you're in the hover plank, in a parallel position as opposed to in. Woo! Feel that core. We are fighting gravity with our bellies. Just a few more seconds, friends. We are almost there. And recover. Push back into a child's pose. Feeling a nice stretch and lengthening through your back and through your hips. All right, that was the first round through this circuit. We're going for round 2. So get ready for those roll-ups, the second round. All right, friends, we're going for our second round. Roll up to overhead press. This time I'm using my single bell, but a little bit heavier. All right, here we go. Get everything nice and ready. On your mark, get set and go. Rolling down and up and pushing overhead. Again, we're trying to articulate the spine. Rolling it and then lengthening. Roll it and lengthen. Good, keep going. Hopefully you are feeling your core getting nice and activated here. You got it, keep going. Just about 4 more seconds. And recover. Nice job. I'm going to go into that trunk rotation again. Remember, you have the option of lifting those feet off the ground if you like. I'm going to keep mine down. On your mark, lean back a little, get set, and go. While I'm leaning back, I also want to make sure that I'm opening up through my chest and I'm not rounding and hunkering, right? I want to have proud chest and shoulders, rotating from side to side, feeling those obliques working. Woo. Come on, keep going. We've got about 10 more seconds left right here. Second round. Good. And recover. Nice job. We're going to go into that plank position. Now you can choose a different plank position if you'd like to. It doesn't have to be the same as your first round. So I'm going to do a high plank this time. Get yourself set up, on your mark, get set, and go. I like trying different ways, what's gonna challenge me the most that day. You can also do a high plank with wrist supports. You could put push-up bars or dumbbells underneath if you'd like to, or take that hover plank position as well. It will also help to protect your wrist. Good job. Make sure your shoulders are directly over your hands or directly over your elbows. Come on, friends, we're almost there. And recover. Drop those knees, push back into a child's pose. All right, friends, for the second circuit for core work, we're still going to be working around 360 degrees. Are you picturing that cube? All right, we're going to do a 4-point stance. I'm going to allow my shins to hover off the floor and parallel to the floor. So we want to keep our rear ends down. I'm going to do a real gentle swivel in my hips and tap gently, tapping my knees to the floor. So I tuck my toes under and I lift. Notice that my shins are hovering off the floor, but not way up here. And I'm gently twisting and tapping my knee. And again, I want to go really gentle with that. If you'd like to put wrist supports underneath your hands, you're more than welcome to. All right, let's get in that position. 30 seconds on the clock. On your mark, get set and go. So again, nice and gentle. My hands are right underneath my shoulders. I'm pulling my abs in really, really strong and tight, but I'm getting a little bit of that oblique on the side and a little back as well. Right, so we're working all the way around. We're bracing through that rib cage, pulling in that cube, 360 degrees. Can you feel this? I can feel it. And recover. Nice job. We're gonna go into a side plank now with a hip dip. So you can pick which side you start on. I'm gonna show you 3 different levels that you can do your plank in. I'm gonna have my shoulder right on top of my elbow. This knee is down and this leg is straight, but my knees are in line, and I'm gonna be in a straight line in my body this way. You can use your hand for assistance to put yourself up right there, and I'm gonna drop my hip down and up, little hip dips. So this is one possible way to do a side plank. Another one is to have one foot in front of the other. So they're staggered, we call it a staggered stance. I'm gonna come up, I want to align my hips and shoulders north and south, and I'm going to hip dip there. Or you can stack. So I'm going to put one foot on top of the other foot, all the way up, and hip dip right there. Now, different ways of doing them are either easier or harder for you. It just depends on your body. But find one that's challenging for you, but also possible, okay? I want you to see if you can make it the whole 30 seconds. All right, friends, 30 seconds on the clock. I'm going to take the staggered stance. On your mark, get set and go. So I'm dropping that hip. Now, you can also just scratch the hip dip. You can just leave it straight. If you're not a big fan, that is okay. It is your workout. Good job. I can really feel my side obliques closest to the floor, but I also get some work on the top hip and obliques as well. Woo! I can feel these. And again, you can just hold still and recover. Nice job. The third exercise in this circuit is going to be swimmers. There's 2 different ways to do your swimmers, and please make sure you have plenty of cushion underneath. I am going to go belly down. All 4 limbs are extended, and they're open a little, not too wide. I'm going to lift all 4 limbs, and I'm going to flutter. The movement comes from my shoulders and from my hips, not from my knees and elbows, right? If using all 4 limbs at the same time does not feel available to you, contralateral, 1 set at a time. So I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna lift 1 set at a time, and I'm still working those exact same muscles, it's just a little less stress on my back. All right, 30 seconds on the clock, my friends. On your mark, get set and go. So if you are doing the full flutter swimmers, you want to keep that head in line with your spine, pulling my belly away from the floor. So I want to try to avoid looking up, looking down, or looking at you. Right. Pulling my belly away from the floor the whole time. Keep going. I'm just watching our clock. And recover. Go ahead and push back into that child's pose. Excellent job. We are going from the top again of that second circuit, starting with the 4-point stance and the knee swivels. All right, so everybody get ready. Set yourself up on your mat the way that you were before. Tuck those toes under. Remember that we're going to have our shins parallel to the floor as we lift up. On your mark, get set and go. Lifting it up. Find your spot before you start moving. You want to make sure you are pulling that belly in nice and tight. I'm already getting breathless on this one. Whew. Good job. Keep going. Now I want to keep my shoulders away from my ears, a nice long spine. Whew. Come on, keep going. We got this. We can do hard things. If your feet start to ooch back behind you, just reset and keep going. Excellent job, and you can rest. Good work. Remember that side plank? We're going to do the other side now. So position yourself either facing the back, or you can just flip like I'm doing. Elbow on the floor. This time I'm going to do the kneeling one. You decide what works for you. I'm just trying to demo different options. All the way up, hand up on your mark, get set and go. So I'm doing that hip dip. Now, my knees are in line. Even though I'm in a kneeling plank position, my knees are in line, rib cage is in nice and tight. Shoulders are aligned north and south, as well as my hips are aligned north and south. Ooh, I can feel this. Yes, even in the kneeling position, these side planks are rough. And again, you can just hold if you don't want to do the down and up hip dip and recover. Beautiful, beautiful job. All right, we're going into those swimmers again. Again, you're deciding if you want to Again, you are deciding if you want to use all 4 limbs or contralateral. And this time, I'm going to do contralateral. All right, all the way down, belly down, abs in nice and tight. On your mark, get set, and go. So again, I still want to keep my neck in line. I'm not wrenching it up. So my head's lifted off the ground, but my neck is in line with the rest of my spine as it should be. I'm lifting long. Good. I'm just peeking at our timer. You guys keep that face pointed right to the ground. I will tell you when to stop. Don't worry. Good job. Pulling your abs in nice and strong and recover. Beautiful work. Drive those hips back into that child's pose position for a little break. All right, friends, we are going on to our 3rd circuit. Same pattern, 3 exercises, 30 seconds of each. We're gonna do roll-ups again, which you've already gotten to experience, but we're gonna add a bridge to it. So I'm going to use my single dumbbell. I'm going to start on the floor, and my bell I'm holding over my chest. Remember not to hold it over your face, but over your chest. I'm going to keep my arms long. I'm going to roll all the way up. When I roll back down, I move my feet in a little bit, and I'm going to press my hips up into a bridge. Glutes are a very important part of our core strength, and that's helping us to work our core 360 degrees around. So grab your bell. Let's start on the floor. On your mark, get set and go. Roll it up, roll it down, move those feet in a little, press the hips up, driving through the heels. Now, I do move my feet in and out for the bridge and for the roll up. You want to drive through the heels. Try to avoid getting on your tippy toes in that bridge position. And I really want to press through my heels so I can contract my glutes and my hamstrings really strong. And recover. Nice, nice job. All right, the next exercise is gonna be bicycle crunches. Now, we're gonna have two different options for this. One is gonna be 3 crunches, and we're gonna lift our leg up and down while we hold to the side. And one is just gonna be regular bicycle crunches, okay? Let me tell you a little trick about these. So regular bicycle crunches, the lower that extended leg is to the ground, the harder it's gonna be on my low back. So if you feel your low back, I want you to pedal your bike a little higher on the diagonal because we don't want to get the back into it. That means the core is not activated. So pay attention to that when you're doing it. And if you're feeling frisky today, we are gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hold in this direction and bring that leg up and down. 1, 2, 3. It self-reverses, leg up and leg down. That part's totally optional. All right, friends, here we go. On your mark, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3. And you do not have to stay with me. And remember, you have that option of doing regular bicycle crunches and not doing this hold if you don't want to. Good. Excellent job, boy. These really get my heart rate up. And recover. Pull those knees into your chest for a moment. We are going to go into another plank, and we're going to add toe taps to this plank. So again, I'm going to be in a regular high plank position, but you're welcome to do a hover plank, and I'll probably do both. I'm just going to tap one foot out to the side at a time for the whole 30 seconds, all right? Find your position, your favorite plank position. On your mark, get set, and go. So while I'm moving, I want to keep my hips down and not let them pop up. Abs are nice and tight, shoulders are away from my ears, and the soft part, the inside of my elbow, is rotated towards the top of my mat. Whew. Adding movement to a plank always increases the intensity. Keep that belly held in nice and strong, and recover. And you know I'm going to tell you, drop back into that child's pose. All right, friends, we are going for round 2 in our 3rd circuit, the roll up to hip bridge. So I'm going to grab my single dumbbell right over my chest. Remember, those legs will move in and out. On your mark, get set, and go. Rolling it all the way up, rolling it all the way down. I bring my feet in, hip bridge. Keep going. Now, you are always to work at your tempo. Wherever you are, that's where you need to be. You do not have to stay with me. Some of these things are a little easier for me. I've been doing them a long time. Some of them are really hard, and you may be able to do them a lot faster or longer. And recover. Good job. All right, we are moving into those bicycle crunches. If you want to do that leg up and down on the 3rd crunch, please feel free. Let's find our spot. On your mark, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, up, down. 1. Boop. Now, remember, you have that option of just doing your regular bicycle crunches. They are plenty hard. And you want to pay attention to your low back. Do you need to pedal a little higher, right? Maybe I need to pedal on a little higher angle to protect my low back and still keep me working my core. And recover. Last one in this circuit, we're going into those plank toe taps. All right, find your space, high plank toe taps. On your mark, get set, and go. Remember, adding movement into the plank is going to increase that intensity. We want to keep those hips in line with our knees and our shoulders, and not allow them to pike up, right? We want our core doing the work. Whew. Abs are nice and tight. Guys, y'all are doing such a good job out there. Keep it going. And recover. Push back into that child's pose. All right, friends, I'm happy that you're back with me. This is a bonus fourth circuit. We are only going to have 2 exercises in this circuit. Both of these exercises we'll do for 30 seconds, and both exercises have a right and a left to them. So we're going to start off in a high plank position. Remember, if you want to use dumbbells for wrist support, you can. I'm going to push back into a 3-legged down dog, and I'm going to take that leg to tap the opposite elbow. I'm going to keep doing that same side the whole time. So let me show you real quick. I'm in a high plank position. I'm going to push back into a 3-leg down dog, and then I'm going to bring that knee and touch the opposite elbow, and then push back into the down dog and opposite elbow again. If you make contact with your elbow, that's great, but that's not a part of it. You're just going in that direction. So we're going to be working that core and the hips and the shoulder complex too. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Pick what leg you want to start with. Find that beautiful high plank position. On your mark, get set and go. So leg goes up in the air, and it doesn't matter how high you go up. Keep your core nice and strong. Good. 3-legged down dog. Pull that knee across the body. Come on, just a little bit more. And recover. Nice job. Our next exercise is going to be kneeling. So if your mat is not enough cushion for your knees, feel free to double it over or quadruple it over. And you can also put a sofa pillow or something or a balance pad under your knees if you'd like to. I'm going to grab my heavier dumbbell. I'm going to be kneeling nice and comfortable. Your toes can be tucked under or flat wherever you're cozy. One hand behind my head, one hand by my side. I'm going to tip over and I'm going to pull it up. Here's the trick. Try not to let the hips pop out when you tip over. I want you to go straight to the side and straight up. Makes me think of I'm a little teapot tipping. All right, on your mark, get set and go. All the way to the side and up. Good, and I'm letting that weight just a nice plumb line in my arm. I'm not going to lift it up or do anything else with it. All the way over and all the way up. Pulling my belly button to my spine, nice and strong. Just a little bit more. Working those obliques. You want to keep your glutes nice and strong so we don't let those hips go out. And recover. Beautiful, beautiful work. You know the deal. We're going to go back through these again. So high plank to 3-legged down dog and elbow and knee across from each other. Okay, you know the deal. We're going to go back through those 2 exercises again. 3-legged down dog to knee across to the elbow. Remember to use the opposite side. On your mark, get set and go. So other leg, remember you want to make sure you're on the opposite side. I'm not calling right and left. Just going to trust that you won't work the same side twice. Good. We get a little rotation through there. Keep going. Almost there. Finish the one you're on and recover. Good job. We're going to finish up with that side tip. Elbow behind the head. Remember to keep the hips underneath you, so you want to tighten your buns. Ready and go. So side tip and up. You might notice your range of motion on one side a little stronger or a little bigger than the other. That is perfectly normal. Just make note of it. We always want to work on our mobility and our flexibility as well as our strength. And this is excellent spinal mobility right here. and strength at the same time. Whew. Come on, we're almost there. And recover. Okay, friends, thank you for joining me for this short core workout. Though I am breathing heavy and sweating up a storm, water cheers. I hope you enjoyed your time working on that core.